Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Chairman.
Sandali, hindi pa
Paduano.
ako tapos. So, we'll be
Mr. Chairman, di pa ako
absent during the last hearing.
Last hearing, sir, we made manifestation that we
You-
have a yes, Your Honor.
So, nagtago ka muna. Ayaw mo pumunta dito kasi baka dito maserve ng contempt order sa'yo.
That we have issued visas. And what is that agency who can tell us that?
Mr. Chair, earlier Bureau of Immigration
Are you
manifested submission.
going
Sorry.
to interject without asking the chairman?
I apologize, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you. You are
I'm just
recognized.
volunteering an information to the question of Honorable Akop because earlier the Bureau of Immigration manifested that they submitted already the list of foreign nationals who were issued working visa.
Would you agree with that, Bureau of Immigration?
BI.
Yes, Mr. Chair, we already submitted data on the work visas that we issued to those who are working for POGOS, Your Honor.
And that would be the number of visas that your office has granted.
Yes, Your Honor, we don't have the data for the economic zones, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, do we have a representative of the Department of Foreign Affairs today?
Yes, we have.
Yes.
Yes,
Thank you, Mr.
the
Chair.
DFA was not asked to produce statistics.
No, I'm
on-
not saying that you would produce that, ma'am. I will be asking you some questions.
All right.
Would you know, ilan po kayang agency ng gobyerno ang pwedeng mag-issue ng visa to foreign nationals?
There are several, but the main visa issuing agency is the Department of Foreign Affairs. There are also other investment promotion agencies such as the special economic zones that issue specific visas. There are also the special retirement visa issued by the Philippine Retirement Authority. We also have the special investment resident visa issued by the Department of Trade and Industry Board of Investment. So there are several visas, Mr. Chair, Your Honor. The DFA issues the following visas: temporary visitors visas, Siemens visas, transit visa 9C, foreign government officials visa 9E. We have the 13 series or the non-quota and quota immigrant visas. We also issue that, of course, in coordination with BI. We also issue special non-immigrant visas, the 47A2, which we issue, but we process this along with the Department of Justice, and also the refugees visa 47B.
Thank you, ma'am. Pero in effect, the DFA is not involved in any mechanism or framework that would monitor the issuance of other visas by other agencies.
As far as monitoring of the visa issuances of other agencies, we are not involved.
Yes. And you do not have any supervisory oversight over these agencies.
We have none,
So,
Congressman.
wala pong agency of government that can tell us, members of this committee, kung ilan po ang visa na i-issue na sa foreign national. Kasi, walang agency na re-regulate nito eh. Kanya-kanya.
Opo, kanya-kanya po. For example, in our case, we have our own reporting coming from our foreign service posts abroad. Nagre-report po sa amin, and then
Yeah.
if it's required, for reportorial requirements, we submit.
Kaya kami nagkakaproblema dun sa mga hearings namin, madam, dahil walang makasagot eh. Aming mga katanungan, especially din sa bakit isang alien or foreign national would have two passports. One China, one Filipino. Pag nagtatransact sila ng business dito, yung Filipino passport ang ginagamit. Pag nagbibiyahe, yung Chinese passport ang ginagamit. Kaya hindi namin matrace eh. Kaya nagkakaroon kami ng problema. Why? Because executive, walang sistema. Paano mailagay sa isang database ito? Can you not see the problem?
Actually, Mr. Chair, Your Honor, right now we're working towards, we know that we should work towards having database sharing agreements. So we're working towards that end. In fact, for example, I don't want to speak for BI. BI can say that they have database agreements with other agencies. Na I can share. I don't.
Di po ba parang
But
dapat
yes,
merong,
we agree. We should have.
merong isang
database
agency
sharing.
na parang imbudo na dun lahat papunta yung data so far as visas granted are concerned?
The thing, sir, is there are data privacy laws. that we have to observe and respect also. We may want to have database sharing agreements with other agencies, but there are constraints. For example, intelligence agencies might invoke data privacy laws or they're not wanting to have a database sharing agreements with us. May mga ganun pong constraints, Congressman.
I cannot see, for example, that the number of visas issued by the economic zones would be reported, for example, to the FA. Is there a violation of the Data Privacy Act there? Yun lang po ang hinihiling namin eh.
As of now, the FA has no oversight.
Kaya yun lang nagiging problema, madam eh. Diba?
Over the special
Pero
accounts.
ini-invoke mo kasi yung Data Privacy Act. Para bang naglalagay po kayo kagad ng obstacle para magkaroon ng database lahat ng visa issued by the Philippine government.
Congressman, may I clarify? It's not the DFA that says because of the data. It's other agencies that...
Example ko lang ngayon. Kasi ngayon, wala nga eh. Diba? Ang hinihiling namin, hindi ba pwedeng mayroong isang agency na lahat ng visa issued should be posted there? Is there a violation of the Data Privacy Act there? Thank you, Mr. Chair. Ganyan ang nangyayari. Something black ang nangyayari.
They are always hiding on the mga Republic Acts that we ourselves created. Okay, thank you so much, Congressman Ako.
Chairman,
Yes, I was
Chairman,
still a
ako na
member
po.
of that
Mr. Chairman.
14th Congress.
ako na po, minority po. Di ba?
Yes,
Mr. Chair, bago po si Congressman Karap, Mr. Chair.
order. While the
Mr. Chair.
chairman is still speaking. Wait, chairman. So, will we allow the good gentle lady from that corner of this hearing, Pesa, to speak first before I recognize Congressman Abante? Then we'll let Chairman Paduano to being a member of the minority.
Chairman, nakalista ba siya? O just an interjection?
I only have, hindi.
Okay, okay, order.
Congressman Karap, this is the right of the senior citizen.
Okay. Okay, ma'am, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Again from PESA. In PESA, Your Honors, we are issuing the PESA visa only recently, that is on November 2021, because that was the only year when we started to implement our mandate under our charter that we are able to issue the PESA visa. Before November 21, we are using the DOJ 47A2 visa for all workers who are employed inside the PESA economic zone, Your Honors. But ang premise po natin, hindi po nagre-register ang PESA ng POGOs or those involved in online gaming. So we are not issuing the PESA visa anything to POGO, wala po.
Okay. Yung ang tinatanong lang natin visa, hindi na natin tinatanong yung
Yes, sir.
Pogo muna.
Okay, so-
Anyway, now it's clear that
Yes, Your
the
Honor.
economic zone issues visa as well.
Yes, Your Honor, and we call it the PESA visa. We started to issue that November 2021. From November
And
2021
maybe
up to this
Congressman
year.
Adjong, wait. And maybe Congressman Adjong, Congressman Akop was right all the way. We should have let the other economic zone to stay for us to ask the visa, Congressman Adjong. Yes, Congressman Akop.
These are the following agencies of government which the Department of Trade and Industry, its Board of Investment, the APECO, the Aurora Pacific Economic and Freeport Authority, Philippine Economic Zone Authority, the Clark Development Corporation,
CDC.
the Cagayan Economic Zone Authority, AFAB, the Authority of the Freeport Area of Bataan, Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority, Bureau of Immigration, and the Philippine Retirement Authority.
Yes, and primarily the very reason why we allow this visa issuance is to attract businesses. Unfortunately, may nakita tayong problem along the way, may bump na dinaanan tayo, and this is the criminal activities that is included in the offshore gaming operations. And that's the reason why we are trying to find out saan mas maraming pumapasok itong visa application na to, and thereby malalaman po natin yung how many well, actually sagutin ko na rin yung query ni asan yung hinanap ko kanina, that ito, andito na po yung mga statistics natin for tourist visa extensions. Makikita mo dito kung sino yung pinakamaraming mga nag-apply at yung sa mga nanggaling po sa iba't ibang economic zone. Basically, pag tinignan natin yung statistic data of paid tourist visa extensions ng foreign nationals, talaga nagna-number 1 lagi yung China. Lahat dito, and even extension, and also yung mga deported foreign nationals. And ang dami eh. Pero they're always number 1. Even the blacklisted foreign nationals nandito sa mga data. I think the members have the copy of this as well. Okay, so we'll be proceeding to the next interpolator.
Mr. Chair.
Your interjection. So Congressman Pabante, you are now recognized.
Lest we forget, Mr. Chair, that we would like to find out if General Karamat actually lied. No? The video should be presented that he lied. We'd like to find out if he told the truth and before he lied. Lest we forget, because we were discussing that a moment ago. Oh, kung sinungaling si General Karamat.
Yeah.
Baka makalimutan natin. We'd like to find out. We're not going to allow this committee that anybody would lie to us.
Sige, I haven't seen the video yet, but sige, in a bit, we'll be asking for that, the video back, anong tawag dito? Playback of that video. Anyway, Congressman, Chairman Acop, you are now recognized. Chairman Paduano, you are now recognized. And then, Congressman, Chairman,
Mr. Chairman. Nawala na minsan yung chairman natin kung ano. Anyway, Mr. Chairman, before I proceed with my interpretation to some resource persons, let me manifest, Mr. Chairman, that the problem with regards to visa issuance was already tackled also in the different committee hearings in my committee. And the committee, magpapalabas po kami, no? Sa committee report, how to deal with it, no? Kasi kailangan na natin ayusin yon. For example, BID. O, di ba, ano nga, yung authority niyo to issue visa emanates from what?
Yung old law pa rin po namin, Your Honor, yung Commonwealth Act number 613, 1940 law.
Commonwealth Act yun, Mr. Chairman, napakatagal na yun. Pero hanggang ngayon, hindi pa yan na-amend o na-resend. Kasi nagka-problema tayo dyan eh. In fact, yung mga entry students, Chinese students, di ba? One of the provision of such that act is with regards to the authority of BI to issue visas for students that wants to stay longer. Tama?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
That's only one. That's only one of those.
The BI can issue student visas,
Mr.
Chair.
Kaya nga, Mr. Chairman, as I've said, in the committee report, dapat ipapalabas natin yan para ayusin na yung question ng visa issuance, Mr. Chairman. Now, Mr. Chairman, let me proceed with, doon na lang po, kasi kanina pa dito si Mayor Lasatin. Is he still around? Ay, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor, for coming, no? Anyway, Mr. Chairman, mabilis lang to. Mayor, sorry po, medyo matagal kang naghintay. But I was the one that requested for your presence in today's hearing. Now, Mayor, not your name, but Angeles City was mentioned during the investigation last week, and the city of Angeles was mentioned by Mayor of Purak, Pampanga. Kapil pala, which is absent today. And Mr. Chairman, before I forgot, let me again, it's not correct that the excuse letter of Mayor Kapil is all about the annual festa. It's not the annual festa of ano baka preparation yon. So in the next hearing, he must be present and he must explain why is it that be cited in contempt. Now, Mayor, kasi ang property daw doon is some portion of that property going inside that Pogo place is for Angeles. But most of the roads now going inside the Pogo is Purak. Do you confirm this?
Mr. Chairman, magandang hapon po at committee, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. If you would allow in regards of the road network leading to going to Porac, bakit po nasa Angeles po siya? If you would allow us and allow Engineer Quito to make a very about 5 minutes or so presentation lang po. Hindi po siya.
Sige po, para makita natin na Mayor yung kasi pinagtalunan namin nung last hearing yan eh.
Apo.
Hindi namin maintindihan. Actually, binivisualize namin pero hindi namin masyado mabisualize. With your presentation, maybe we will be equipped now with the proper information. Go ahead.
Mr. Chair, probably later we can provide you with the maps with the area po para po
yung ba sa presentation mo walang maps, Mayor?
Meron na pong map para po meron po kayong kopya ng mga map.
It's okay, we will try to see it on the monitor. Sige, go ahead. Yes, for the meantime, while we are preparing for for that USB. Yeah, DFA.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just wish to clarify two things, no? I forgot to mention that we also issue student visas. So
Okay,
student visas
yes.
are also issued outside in
Yeah.
our embassies and consulates, but there are two modalities, no, by which student visas may be issued. So
Okay.
one is student visas outright. The second pathway is through the issuance of 9A temporary visitors visas, which can be converted upon arrival here.
Arrival, yes, correct.
I just
Thank
wanted
you.
to clarify
Yeah.
that.
So
And
that's
the-
your student visa from the many lines of agencies that can issue visa. Oh, okay. While waiting, ready na po ba? Hindi pa. So, tanongin ko muna PSA while waiting. So, wala pa eh.
Ay, ituloy ko lang muna ang tanong ko,
Sige.
Minanda. Eh, mamaya, ubusin mo naman yung oras ng mga members dito. Anyway, let me proceed, Mr. Chairman. Anyway, Mayor, ito na lang po, before you present that video. First, Mayor, is this property is with the local government of Angeles City?
The road going to the property belongs to the city of, does not belong to the city of Angeles, but rather it's a private property owned by several companies. One for which is the Cruz siblings. And then after that po, yung mga Nepomuceno, si Avelin Nepomuceno. And then again, it will go again to the Cruz family again.
Okay, so, Mayor, the roads going to Purak was donated na.
Hindi pa po siya
Ito,
donated up to today.
Hindi pa donated, Chairman. Now, eto ngayon, Mayor, I hope this will be clear now. So, the road from Angeles going to Purak is still a private property.
It's still a private property po
So,
up to today.
in short, the maintenance and everything is being shouldered by the private owner.
Opo. Opo.
Until now.
Opo.
Okay. So, can we, of course, hindi mo rin you cannot conclude, but can we say that the property at the boundary of Angeles going to Purak, the roads there is still private also?
The roads therefore are all private as far as we know, which is in the Angeles City boundary, because there's a small subdivision after pagdating po sa Porac, a very small subdivision, which is also owned by the Cruz family.
Okay. So,
Chairman Paduano, briefly lang kasi parang ma-inform lang ako. Sandali. So, yung papunta ng Pogo sa Mabalacat, yung daan na yon, it's all
Porac po.
papunta ng Porac, it's all private properties.
Opo, it's all private properties.
So, control nila yung pasok sa area yon, yung private property na yon.
Hindi ko lang po
Kasi
alam.
walang access doon sa Porac Pogo, kundi sinasabi niya dumadaan sila sa Angeles eh.
Hindi ko lang po alam kung may access po sila.
No, wala nga access because
doon po sila
he
dumadaan.
mentioned it in the hearing that doon siya dumadaan sa Angeles.
Opo, doon po sila.
So in other words, walang access yung Porac government sa mismong kinalalagyan ng kanilang Pogo unless dadaan sila sa Angeles.
Opo.
Okay. Congressman Paduano.
thank you, Chairman. Mayor, so, when was the road constructed? Pag-usapan na muna natin yung yung Angeles na na portion.
Based po on record namin, based po sa Google GIS namin, noong 2003, doon po existing na po yung road. Pero based on record, I think 1993, 1995 po, nung nag-start ata yung partial construction po ng roads. So, hindi po ako sure kung what year specific. We're still researching po kung anong year po yung road na nag-umpisa.
So, anyway, until now, that is a private road, and paano po yung maintenance?
Sa kanila po yun, hindi
Until
po
now.
at to today po.
Okay. So, again, we cannot make conclusion because the Mayor Calpil is not present. And Mr. Chairman, before I forgot, I respectfully move, Mr. Chairman, to invite the property owner of this. Oh, Sandhya.
We did already the owner of the...
Is the owner present?
No. I mean,
Yes,
we-
okay, thank you. Anyway, so, Mayor, if the property was developed since 1993 up to the present, wala ba kayong, ano ba to, Mayor pala? 4 lanes, 2 lanes?
So, some portion po is 4 lanes, meaning 2 lanes po papunta, 2 lanes po pabalik, and some portion po 2 lanes lang po siya.
2 lanes lang. So, sementado po.
Sementado po siya.
Well maintained.
Well maintained po as far as we know. Mine-maintain po ng may-ari, pero sementado pa rin po siya.
Okay. So Mr. Chairman, again, we cannot ask questions to the owner at the same time to Mayor Calpil kasi ang focus talaga ng investigation is yung Purak property. And the Mayor now has said his piece na indeed, the original owner until now, it is still a private property being owned by, most of the properties being owned by Corpus. And, Mayor, wala ba kayong move to ask for the property owners to donate it to Angeles City?
Basically po, as for what we did the last couple of years, nag-tax mapping po kami doon, and we recognize po na yung property yon na yung property yon, ano pa?
Are you going to present something, Mayor? Sabi meron tayo present. Ready na ba?
Opo, pwede na po yung presentation.
Congressman Paduano, so let's see muna yung presentation. Yan na. Go ahead.
So as shown in the map, yung pong yellow po, ito po yung side ng Angeles. So yung boundary po, yun pong line po na yellow. So Angeles po siya. And then, so yun pong sa ilalim, yung pong Municipality of Porac, of which yung Pogo site po, yun pong
Go ahead.
yung Pogo site po, yung pong nakabilog po, which is Municipality of Porac na siya outside Angeles City. Then, as you can see po, next. So, yun po ang road in question po, yun po road access in question. So, based on the historical imagery sa Google Earth 2003, nag-exist na po siya. So, may approximate length po siya from Friendship Highway, Angeles City, up to the boundary of Angeles City and Porac, approximately 727 meters lang. Next po. And based on records sa Angeles City Assessor's Office, the access road is not property of the Angeles City. The road is private property owned by different individuals. Meron pong road na owned by Ronald Cruz et al. Yun po siya. Then may road po na owned by Cruzwood Industries.
Sino pagawa niyan? Kung 2003 pa yan. Yung road na yun.
As po, mayroon po
Kanya-kanya sila pagawa? Kasi,
yung pong, I think sir, yung mga Cruz po.
Ang nagpagawa ng lahat ng yun.
Cruzwood po, yes po. And meron ding portion ng road lot na owned by Abigail Nepomuceno. So the road also serves as the right of way of the different private properties to provide access po doon po sa adjacent properties and surrounding industries in the area. So yun pong slide po yan is the tax map from the Assessor's Office. Then yun pong, we have a sample of the title po wherein naka-annotate po dyan na it's a road right of way po na going to the Royal Garden Golf and Country Club and other properties po located in the municipality.
That's it.
Thank you po.
Okay, sige. Go ahead.
Okay, Chairman? So, mas malaking portion, mas mahaba yung portion ng Porac kumpara mo sa road. I'm talking about the road. Mas mahaba compare mo sa Angeles.
Yes po. Ang sa Angeles po, hanggang sa boundary is 727
okay,
meters.
727. From the point of entry to the end point, ano na ba ngayon develop na ba yan? May mga business establishments? I'm asking about the Angeles.
About Angeles, yes po sir. Meron pong mga industries dyan. Merong hotel, merong Grand Palacio Royal, is a function room.
Ang assessors ba nandito? Kasi ganito, Chairman. Gusto ko lang, okay ma'am, gusto ko lang kasi in all investigation that we have made, no, doon sa Public Accounts Committee ko po, ay mga problema lagi yung question ng reclassification, yung processes na ginawa. Kaya I am interested, Mr. Chairman, to check whether that particular property of the Cruz, and that includes, no, that includes the Pogo sites. What is the original status of such land? Ano ba yan? Agricultural? Under Carpabulans?
Some portion po are industrial.
No, Mayor. I'm talking about the history of that land. Kasi yung pag-industrial, of course, that goes through reclassification ng city. But, you know, Mayor, we have to check na kasi, anyway, this is not part of the Pogo investigation, but I'm interested in Porac. But of course, Mayor, just heads up lang po kasi lagi may mga problema yung question ng reclassifying those lands, those properties, especially properties under the DAR, which is Carpabulans, and those properties na public lands. No? May process kasi yung dinadanan. Pero ako, I want to, just heads up lang po kasi sooner or later baka mapacheck, mapaimbestigahan, but not in this committee. Kasi we need, before we reclassify, we need all the requirements, especially yung certificate of conversion from agricultural to industrial if it is carpabulans from the DAR. NIA, that is around 11 requirements. So, ano lang, Mayor, kasi ako, Mr. Chairman, tingin ko itong purak na buhogo, may problema to sa question ng reclassification. Hindi pa natin ito inabutan, pero babalik tayo doon pag nandito yung scalpel. And of course, we should invite, and dito pa lang LRA. Adio. Oh, you have now the records of all those properties mentioned. Angeles at saka Purak. Of course, sabihin mo naman, ma'am, ministerial kayo. Okay, ministerial, but I want to check na lang. Do you have all the records?
Your Honor, good afternoon. We're still collating all the titles, but per investigation of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, there was a conversion granted by DAR.
So that's carpabulans.
Yes, Your Honor, but it was revoked. I am not yet sure because I don't yet have the documents, but maybe, Your Honor, we can request the findings of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan.
Okay, kasi ganito yan eh. There is Purak, but in Mexico, Pampanga. Alam mo naman, adio, dami na tayong ipa-freeze doon for process of reversion, no? Those properties being owned allegedly by Chinese nationals, claiming to be Filipino. Tama?
Yes,
now,
Your Honor.
ito naman is a property by a Chinese now at large. O may problema. So baka mamaya, bantayan nyo, baka mamaya somebody will buy again that property. Just like what happened with Edith Yang.
Your Honor.
Transaction of Rodingo.
Yes. Your Honor, based on the documents that we have, the titles that we have, the titles are still registered in the name of the Cruz family, except for one.
And that's why, bantayan mo lang, one, except for one.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ano, gano'ng kalaki yung one na yan? That's inside, the Pogo area?
I am not sure, Your Honor.
Check na lang po. Anyway, ganito lang po. Just, again, heads up ka lang. No, we don't want what happens in Mexico, Pampanga. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
With regards to Eddie Yang and Rodingo. Mayor, ganun din po, please be aware na lang po para wala tayong problema later. Now, Ardio, nandito ka lang naman. Please produce all those documents regarding that property. Not only the Purak property, that includes the room and properties that covered by Angeles.
Yes, Your Honor, we will coordinate.
Oh, please. Tapos bantayan na lang po, baka mamaya. Kasi the interest of the state and the people should prevail over those properties. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Chairman.
Sandali, hindi pa ako tapos.
So, we'll be...
Mr. Chairman, hindi pa ako tapos.
Hindi pa tapos.
No, Mr. Chairman, I think...
You have
Hindi pa ako tapos.
last
Ano
two
lang yun?
questions. Three.
Hindi, two items.
Okay.
Hindi, two questions, two items. Anyway, Mayor, thank you for coming. No, it's up to the chairman if next hearing you will be invited again. No.
Yes,
Thank
maraming salamat po. Can I be excused po?
I think you can go, Mayor Lasatin. Thank you so much for
Maraming salamat po.
being present on today's hearing. Salamat po.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd just like to proceed with is Dennis Cunanan present? NCR? Alas ko naman.
First time that we'll be asking Dennis Cunanan
this is the
during
first
it
time.
pa. Sige, go
Anyway,
ahead.
Mr. Chairman, before I proceed,
Two items ka naman. What's the other one?
hindi, gusto ko lang balikan yung pagkor. Ano lang to, slide
Ayan na
sa
si
pagkor?
Dennis. Yan na si Mr. Dennis Cunanan. You can ask him.
Okay. Hindi, pagkor muna, Mr. Chairman, kasi ano lang, ito, mabilis lang. Compliance na to. Compliance lang. Pagkor, please, as mentioned during the previous hearing, you claim that there are 402 illegal operations of Pogo. Tama? 402.
Based on PAOK's records. sir.
Yeah, PAOK, 402. And there are only 45 legal.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, as mentioned by Chairman Domingo, and you confirmed that indeed, ano na to yung question ng operator at saka yung service provider, di ba? So, kindly submit to this committee to the chair, which of these 402 are service provider and which of these 402 operator?
Will do, sir.
Okay, the same as the 45 that you claim legal.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now, Mr. Chairman, let me proceed with Dennis Cunanan. Sir, good afternoon po.
Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you for coming. Why was you absent during the last hearing?
Last hearing, sir, we made manifestation that we have a pen. Last Monday, we attended.
Lapit-lapitan mo na po.
Last Monday, sir, we attended the Senate. That's why we were okay now. We were released already based on that.
Last Sunday.
Yes, Your Honor.
But the hearing was conducted last week.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
But prior to that, Your Honors, 2 weeks prior to that, there was a contempt was arrest warrant.
You.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, nagtago ka muna. Ayaw mo pumunta dito kasi baka dito maserve ang contempt order sa'yo. Anyway, Okay, Mr. Chairman, let me proceed. Now, Mr. Cunanan, ano po yung ano mo? Ano po yung, you mentioned that you have a consultancy firm.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, if you will allow, can I just read briefly my
It's up to the chairman.
If not,
Statement?
I can put it.
How long will be the statement?
Just a page.
1 page? It's all about what, Dennis?
But it's okay, Your Honor. I can just...
Because there are a lot of interpellators pa and
We'll just submit it, Your Honor.
yeah, please submit to us na lang and as it goes, we'll be asking questions naman lang.
Yes, sir.
Sige, go ahead, Congressman Paduano.
Okay, first, Mr. Cunanan, you mentioned that you have a consultancy firm. And what's the name of that consultancy firm?
We have a consultancy firm, sir, Advantage Management Consulting Philippines.
Is it registered to
SEC, Your Honor.
SEC?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ano yan? When was that firm registered?
We started organizing, Your Honors, in 2017. And then in 2018, we were already organizing for and discussions particular to startups, strategic organizing. And then by 2019, sir, we officially registered.
So 2019?
Yes, sir.
And who are those board and officers of that consultancy firm?
We have one international board member, and we have businessmen
and that
friends in
what's
JCI.
the citizenship of that international?
US, Your Honor.
US. Okay. Now, have you submitted that your incorporation sa yung documents from SEC in the committee?
We can submit, Your Honor.
Please submit.
Yes.
You have now?
I don't have it with me right now, Your Honor.
Please submit na lang po. Then, nandito naman po SEC. Pag-produce lang po now for official record of this committee while Dennis Cunanan have committed to submit the documents, but still the official documents should come from the SEC.
You just need the name.
O, the name daw.
We'll give it, Your Honor.
Oh, before the next year, dapat makita namin po. Okay. So, 2019. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, regular yung ano nyo? Regular yung renewal?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Opo.
Okay. So, anong position mo doon sa firm?
I'm the president and CEO, Your Honor.
You're the president and CEO?
Yes, sir.
So, ano yung ano mo? Ano yung services that you rendered to Lucky 999?
Your Honor, what happened, let me just contextualize it. What happened with Lucky South, actually, is we were in Central Luzon at that time because
When was that?
sometime 2019, October, Your Honor.
So, that was the time that your firm was already...
We already established, Your Honor. We were...
That was also 2019. When was that?
We were organized first part of 2019, early part of 2019, and then latter part of 2019, sometime October. We were in Central Luzon because we were working on...
Sandali po. So, October?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, so, October, nyo na-register? October?
No, Your Honor. We were registered July.
July?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Few months after?
We were in Central Luzon on a project for cityhood campaign of one municipality in Central Luzon. So, in the course of our looking for an office, is strategically okay to locate in Angeles City because I'm from Pampanga. We got across this group who talked to us and they were introduced to us. Who was asking if, with our levels of consultancy, if we can assist them with their application for license, which we did not accept at first, Your Honor.
Sino na-introduce sa inyo?
We were in the location where they are right now because there were offices there.
And ito na, tanong ko, who introduced you to Lucky South 999 during the time?
There's this certain Han Gao, Your Honors.
You also a Chinese citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Han Gao?
Yeah.
Paano?
Charlotte, she was Charlotte. She was the one.
Babae?
Babae po. She was the one. She was the one with. She was the one with Lucky South at that time.
Charlotte was
Charlotte siya. Opo. Lucky South po siya.
She's part of Lucky South?
Yes.
Pero sigurado ka Chinese national?
Yes, Your Honor. Kasi po yun ang pakilala niya. Umalis.
She can speak English?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, you were offered but you refused. Why?
Because we really do not understand what the whole offshore gaming concept is.
So the time, talagang malinaw na pogo ang approach niyo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes.
So hindi malinaw. So that's why you refuse.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, then
we told them, if you want, we can check for you, and then if we are okay, then let's come back. We'll come back to you, and then we'll discuss. So a few months after, Your Honors, we went back to them sometime November. We brought them just
November of
2019.
Okay.
So we gave them a checklist from the website of AGCOR, and we told them, I think it's easy if you can comply with the requirements. So once you get comply with the requirements, there are finance requirements, etc. If you can comply, I think we can help you out.